So the Americans are threatening sanctions on India. Meanwhile, China has started a trade war of its own. It is throttling supplies of rare earth minerals. These minerals are critical for making electronics. China is blocking their supply, and India is at the receiving end. Take Foxconn, for example. It is a contract manufacturer. It is Apple's biggest supplier. It makes all kinds of Apple products, from iPhones to iPads to AirPods. Foxconn makes all of it. AirPods are Apple's wireless earphones. And Foxconn makes these AirPods in India. It has a factory in the southern Indian state of Telangana. They started making AirPods in India in April last year. This was part of a diversification plan set in motion by both Apple and Foxconn. They wanted to expand manufacturing beyond China, so they used this Telangana facility to make AirPods. But now they're facing hurdles because of the short supply of rare earths, specifically two rare earth minerals, neodymium and dysprosium. There's a shortage of these two minerals, and they are used to produce AirPods. And why is there a shortage? Because China has clamped down on supplies. China has changed its export rules, especially for the supplies of rare earths, and China has a monopoly on these materials. But Foxconn is not the only one that's grappling with this new challenge. Other companies in India and American companies too are struggling. They've been having trouble getting magnets, the kind that are used in advanced tech, from electric vehicles to wind turbines to MRI machines. You need magnets to make all of this. And again, China controls the supply. So Beijing has leveraged it, and Trump has given in. Last month, he struck a deal with the Chinese to resume rare earth shipments to the US, so Americans hope that the supply will improve. But what about the rest of the world? You see, China introduced these blocks, to protect itself against Trump's trade war. That's why they brought in the licenses. But now the same licenses are being used as a weapon, especially against trade partners like India. India and China must avoid restrictive trade barriers. Indian importers have been having a hard time. They must now go through a 40 to 45-day procurement process. These new rules were introduced in April. First, they hit India's automakers, and now they're hurting our tech companies. You see, international companies are shifting away from China. For years now, they've been trying to do this. Many of them are setting up facilities in India. Apple's move to India is one of the biggest manufacturing success stories over the past decade for us. Since China cannot stop these companies from moving out, it is blocking supplies of raw materials. It used the same tactic during the pandemic. It blocked the supply of APIs, that's active pharmaceutical ingredients, APIs. These are key ingredients to make medicines. China held them back to slow down India's pharma companies during the pandemic, and now it is holding back rare earths to slow down India's tech sector.